All right, guys. Is this darn thing on? Yeah. I just got messages from roll call. Apparently, there's a situation in the Capitol Hill, and that's why I titled this with the Capitol building saying Capitol Mayhem or civil disobedience. Either way, it's not good. It is not good. Roll call. You hear, buddy? What's the situation?
Yeah.
You're following this a little more closely than I am because I've been working, in the background. I haven't been happy with what's going on because of what I woke up to. But again, I've been trying to get some work done because, I work on computers. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I can't multitask and start a live stream and, cover important situations.
Dude, this is crazy. Crazy.
It's good to see you, by the way.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you.
Remember, if your Wi-Fi drops, you can always use the call-in feature.
Yeah. So let me give you the backdrop. So today was when they were going to certify the election. So Pence signed the electoral votes. These people stormed the Capitol. They're inside the Capitol, running around. Dude, this is crazy.
I heard people were getting into areas they weren't supposed to, and Capitol Police were arresting them or telling them to go and escorting them out. I heard about that. I hadn't heard they had actually gotten into the Capitol building yet.
Yeah, they're actually in the Capitol. Hold on, I got the FBI. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, I don't know. Look how close. Look at military. I don't know if you saw it.
They're coming for you. They're coming for you. Get your kid on.
Yeah, right, dude. This is
is this how America burns?
I don't know. There was cops at door, at door, and the cops just let them go through there, dude. There's at least 10,000 people. At least,
but I saw earlier with the Trump speech, there were people lined up all the way down to the Lincoln Memorial. It wasn't it's not just that it's like 10,000 people or 100,000. I heard it was like estimated as a couple million people.
Dude, all I know is, dude, there is a ton of people. They just now got into the Capitol. I've been watching them walk around. Where all the statues are when you first come into the to the Capitol building, dude. And I hopefully they're not trashing the place. They're just protesting, but they just evacuated Congress. So during the process of the electoral counting of the votes,
right,
dude, they had to evacuate Congress. That's how many people got into the Capitol. That is crazy.
That shows you how many people are seriously pissed off.
Yeah, dude. This is no joke, dude. At first they had gates around the Capitol, right? Well, they broke through those gates. And dude, there's just so many people. There's not enough cops, dude. There's not enough cops, and the cops were like, "There's nothing we can do," and let them go into the building. There's not enough cops, man.
Well, hopefully they get the Chuck Schumer first, and maybe Pelosi.
I don't know.
I'd be happy if they got Jerry Nadler.
Dude, this is, and it didn't get so wild.
Obviously, I'm saying this jokingly, and I'm kidding. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but it's just the way it's being stated by everyone, even the guys out there on the chat. So,
dude, I'm telling you, man, I understand people's frustration. What do you think? Do you think this crosses the line when they storm the Capitol and they go in the way they did it?
Well, when you say you can't bring guns onto the Capitol Hill anymore, and you say they can't do this, and you let Antifa go and protest without permits, well, they're going to do the same thing because, hey, guess what? You know, if one side can do it, that means everybody can do it. You can't play double standards.
Yeah, man. I kind of agree with you, man. You can't penalize one side of the situation, not penalize the other one.
No.
You know?
And if anybody does anything violent or hurts anyone, yes, I expect them to be held responsible to the full extent of the law. But again, you know, this when's the last time something like this happened? I'm going to give you a hint. It was 1861.
Holy cow!
Well, you know, I
wasn't alive back then. I'm old, but I wasn't alive.
I know.
Back then.
I know. I think Bob might have been a kid at that point.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get an update. Hold on.
All right.
Where'd they go? Now they're going up the stairs of the halls of Congress.
All right. You know, I wish I could cover some of this live on the air, but apparently I don't know anybody there. Apparently New York Outcast wants a link, so I'll send New York Outcast a link. I'm not sending a ton of links out, guys, but you know, if you're there in the situation, I'll send you links. So
I got onto this. I watched a couple YouTube channels. One is Smoke and Scan. The other one is Polyfrog64. Another one is Portland Andy. So if you want to like see the live footage of it, those are some YouTube channels that you can go to that are streaming it live. They actually have people that are connected with those YouTube channels that are filming this going on right now. So if you want to check it out live.
Yeah, okay. I sent a link to NY Outcast, so Rob, jump in. Check your email. Check your email right now, Rob. Get in here. We need some live coverage. This is good stuff. And this is monumental. This is golden. I mean, dude. And I'm not saying this to be happy about anything. I'm not. I'm just saying that, you know, finally somebody did something. Well, you know, and unfortunately, with these situations, you realize someone's going to get hurt. Some or a lot of people are going probably to get prosecuted over this. I understand that. I'm with that 100%. But the fact is that people got so pissed off they went and stormed the Capitol building. You know, you haven't seen this in a long time. You have not seen this in a long time.
All right, so now they're kind of all retreating out of there.
Okay, we got Rob here. Rob, what's going on? What's the situation?
Is Rob there?
Rob is muted.
Oh, Rob's there.
Yeah, I'm here. See if I can get out to the street.
All right, well, we got Rob here.
All right, we got our own eyes on the ground. Hey, be safe out there, Rob.
Yeah, be safe, Rob.
I don't know if you can. You probably can't make it out the Capitol. You can see all the people up on the stairs.
I can see it at the end of the road. I know your video ain't that great, but that's not. I can see the building. We can see the building. Yeah, yeah. Get it. See if you can zoom in there. Can you?
Maybe. All I'm seeing is roll call. So I don't think I can zoom in.
Okay, well that's fine. I've got you centered showing your video, so just keep showing that video, okay?
Yep.
Don't do anything except keep showing this video because this is good. This is wow.
Can walk back up for you. Then unfortunately, I'm gonna have to turn around at some point. So I was already heading back the other way. I got gas. The lady got gas. Got it all on video.
Awesome. We need to see
that
video.
They threw a dude off the stairs. We might have that on video. He fell about 20, 30 feet. Got all types of fucked up. Oh, excuse me.
Wow.
Look at all
another guy was beaten by something. I don't know what. His face was all screwed up. His friends were carrying him out.
You didn't even tell me you were going to the Capitol building today.
Yeah, I didn't know until about an hour and a half before I would have had to leave to make it here last night. So, as a matter of fact, I didn't even go to sleep.
So what, did the old lady drag you there?
No, it worked out that I could go. And honestly, I kind of didn't want to in a way because I figured it was all going to be a bunch of crazy stuff. But I'm so glad I came. But because I could go, I had the figured, it's my duty to go. So,
Rob, how many
With
people
no
do you
sleep.
estimate are there right now? How many people you estimate?
Jesus, I couldn't even tell you, man. There is so many in front of me and behind me that goes all the way back to the White House.
The White House to the Capitol building is a steady stream, thick of people, and the Capitol building is just an entire sea of shoulder to shoulder packed.
The memorial, our monument was full of people as well. My car gets towed. I'm gonna be pissed, Night Strike. I had till 3 o'clock, bro. 3 o'clock. Because I couldn't. The parking spot I paid for online before I even came, like the building doesn't even exist or something. So I don't know if I got ripped off because we talked to people. Everybody's like, yeah, they had no clue.
Okay,
so
okay, you can turn it back around. I don't want you to get in trouble. Go back to your car if you want, if you need to.
I'll get you a little closer here. You might be able to hear people cheering up there. I got plenty of people getting gas, including myself, on the video. So.
Rob, did you hear that they stormed the doors of the Capitol and they got into the Capitol?
I didn't hear they got in. I got it on video as I'm going up the stairs and getting to the place, cutting open the reserved area. So I'm sure Trump's not coming here now. So he was supposed to march here. Are supposed to be here. Everybody's supposed to march here, but as soon as we got here, it was just, we started to be small explosions. Security was running around like crazy up there. So everything kind of got, I assume delayed. And then, it got crazy real quick. And then it just was like something off TV, like we've been seeing in other places, just shit going off everywhere. So. It was a huge haze when we were walking back from this area just a little while ago. Huge haze of gas.
So people did storm the building, right?
Yeah, they're still charging the building. Like they're going for the building. So, and they're probably going to get it unless they start using lethal force. They were all over the low ready earlier, AR-15s and whatnot. Yep, they got the big flag up there. There's probably can't see it, maybe right past the monument, just like dead ahead, just to the left. There's a huge American flag that was through the crowd. Police are being blocked. There's a chain over there blocking the police. I can probably cut up this other side, and you can see them up the other street where they're being blocked, so they can't respond.
Yeah, Rob, don't get too close. I don't want you to get in trouble or get hurt, okay?
Dead in their tracks. I can start to smell gas. Well,
yeah, Rob,
first time the lady got a taste of gas. How you like it?
Oh, I got it good.
Oh, she's a hot mess now.
It warms me up, though.
Well, at least it'll put hair on your chest.
I can't even guess on how many people, man. There's, it's
wow.
I couldn't even tell you. I mean, they're everywhere.
I guess over 1 million, easy. Over 1 million.
Never had 1 million of anything, so I couldn't say.
So there's literally was millions of people there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking huge, man. Trying to see if it would zoom in, but it wouldn't. But if I get too much closer, it's going to take me like an extra hour just to get up there. So.
Right. No. We can see the building. We can see all the people. We see the fervor. That's good enough. That is,
Try to lift this up some. Yeah, man.
You can see the building right there. And look at all these people. Now, are these all the people getting pushed back, or are these all the people just moving around?
Yeah, like everybody was blocked off at the base of the stairs, almost like how we did the rallies last time, or if anybody came to DC before for the rallies. And the people said hell with that and charged up the stairs. There was fights on the stairs. Cops were injured. Basically, they started slicing down the covering for the bleacher areas. They climbed up on the news towers. It was all taken over by the crowd. So the crowd now is up at the door. I've heard they've gotten in, but I don't know if it's true or not.
So right now I'm watching another live stream, and they are in the hall of the Capitol right now.
Let's see if I can find some trapped police over here.
Rob, I hate it. Rob, don't take this the wrong way, and everyone watching, don't take this the wrong way, but believe it or not, this is the highlight of my day.
Yeah. This is something, dude. Like, you know.
And I say this because I was working on the computer, just doing boring computer work.
Yeah, I've been, I guess, gone through getting gas. How you doing? So you're gonna get a shot of the dog. Gone through getting gas with the service and stuff, but hey, this is the first that I got gas on the White House lawn, man. On the video, so I wish I had live capabilities.
Yeah. So
over here they had a big line, like the police were looking like they were gonna run us all over.
Right.
And then it kind of bluffed, and the people just freaked the hell out and started screaming America and all types of stuff. And
right. And for everyone watching, I apologize for the choppy video. It's just Rob's doing the best he can with what he's got, so we're just running with it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm amateur. I got no fancy shit but my hands, so.
Okay, we got a couple super chats in. Got a website to say thank you for being the only one streaming live using live equals GunTube.org. Yep, we're streaming live off of the GunTube chamber. We've got our live correspondent Rob D, New York Outcast out there.
Right here is where people are kind of laid down in the street. I thought somebody was initially ran over, but no, everybody was just laying down and making a chain to block the police from going up. And
what's that noise in the background? Was that a?
That's the other blockade up there where the flashing lights are.
That sounds like an ice cream truck.
Yes, there is an ice cream truck.
Okay.
Which actually looks like an ice cream truck. I've seen another one that was the most ghetto ice cream truck I've ever seen. Okay,
Nighthawk Medic sent us this $5 super chat saying, "Be safe, brother. Keep your head down and watch your sides."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rob isn't inside the Capitol building with those yahoos. Rob is just covering outside of the Capitol building with the missus, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And unfortunately, I've got to head back towards my vehicle because I was supposed to be done at 3. I don't know what time it is, but with everything going on, hopefully they're not telling people yet. So
well, you could just give the money to the missus and have her go pick it up.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah.
People are unhappy.
Oh, definitely. Lots of loudspeakers, people going down along the streets with speakers, amplifiers, all types of stuff. You know, screaming out curses.
Emergency alert, extreme threat alert.
Yeah,
Midnight Range wanted me to ask you to go and ask some of the other people that were there for Trump if a hot dog was a sandwich or not.
I don't know about that.
I don't think this is
about stopping by his place, actually.
I don't think it's the proper time and place for that, you know.
I don't know if he's working tonight, but
he might be. He might be on a break right now.
Hi, Night Strike.
Hello. How are you doing, Cindy?
Just an FYI, hot dog is not a sandwich.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cindy, I send my love.
There was they got people up on the rooftops everywhere. You might be able to see some
Ooh.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
You're building right ahead of me, way to the left.
We need to go GoFundMe to get you a better phone camera.
Let's see.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Wow.
So now we're watching this other stream. They've completely sealed off the hall where Congress is, and they've trapped all the people that stormed the building in the Hall of Congress.
See, not enough people stormed it in order for them to, to not trap them.
Right?
Right?
I believe all these are trying to get to the Capitol.
Hey, Rob, we got a $5 super chat from Adam Jimenez. He's asking, could you do a quick interview with some of the people out there, real quick? Like, do you see anybody with like Trump walking around with a Trump flag you can talk to?
See if I can find somebody up here to talk to real quick, but obviously I have to try to be quick again because I'm not trying to be told I'm a long way from home.
Right. No, obviously.
Let's see here.
So, again, guys, the situation is Rob D and his significant other were at the protest, the peaceful protest, and then a splinter group of the protesters stormed the Capitol building. And Rob is walking back to his car now because he's got the meter's running, unfortunately. But earlier he showed us images of what's going on in the Capitol. It's blocked off. We can see all the police vehicles right now trying to block traffic, and apparently directing people now too. So, the situation is very. I would say toasty.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty serious. We've seen a lot of people get dragged away, being arrested. It's definitely turned into a big thing here.
So
the people are not swerving around.
So far as we know, the portion of protesters that went and stormed the building are now stuck inside the building because roll call is following the situation there right now. They've locked them in.
I told them they were going to get trapped.
The people. I thought you meant Congress.
Sorry. No, they evacuated Congress.
Oh, of course.
That's what's happening. Calaveras, have you followed so far? Give us a shout out. If you're up to speed now. Rob is walking back to his car because the meter's running, unfortunately. So
we got one more block that way, and then we got to go that way.
But look at all the cops. I mean, it's like they're out in force.
Yeah, we're not even on the main block anymore. We transferred over because you probably wouldn't be able to hear me at all.
Apparently, they are now shooting people in the Capitol.
I wouldn't be shocked. When we pretty much got trampled and gassed, I had to pull the lady back. So, I know people would say, "Oh, you should be running up there with us," but I got my kid at home.
No. I know you. I know you, Rob. She's the best you're ever going to get, so don't lose her.
Pretty much, yeah.
We got really close, and we got a lot of footage.
Hey, can I ask where you guys came from today? Ohio? Yeah. Cool. So here to support Trump, stop the steal, or definitely us too. Yeah. Lucky you. So, see if I can find anybody else willing to speak, but as you can tell, it's just all sirens.
Yeah, and that's what's happening right now. And again, guys, we're sorry for. I apologize on Rob's behalf on his video quality, but unless we start a GoFundMe to get him a better phone with a camera, that's all we can do.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I don't know. Normal one I use is full. Memory's full on all the. They got 3 phones here, and they're just about topped out.
All right. Well, you're doing this live, so that's better than anything. So.
Think I could take this for taxpayer money?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I want to stay away from that.
Rob, knowing you would probably get beat up just for driving a nice car.
Yeah, probably. You know, if I had one of your stickers, I could slap one on there. But
Yeah, you might get
I have an update. I have an update on the people in the Capitol.
Okay, what's the update, Rocco?
Oh, hold on. They have now stormed rooms in the Capitol. They're sitting at tables and stuff, so they've actually stormed rooms in the Capitol.
Stormed rooms in the Capitol.
Okay.
So now they call the lockdown in the Capitol because people are storming rooms in the Capitol.
Well, that would probably be believable that they're actually shooting people then if they're in. I know they looked pretty close to doing so earlier when they were outside.
Tennessee Good Guy is saying, I wonder if E Honda 720 is stuck in the building. I don't know. He's probably live too.
I didn't even know he was here.
He said he was going to be there. I don't know if he made it or not.
Huh.
So.
We got about 4 blocks to go that way.
4 blocks that way?
And 1 block this way.
All right. So, yeah, sorry, folks, that this is dying down. He started his show up an hour ago. Oh, boy, it would have been a YouTube gold.
All right. So I'm showing you on my camera that these people are in an office in the Capitol sitting at their seats. Right here, look, they're in the office building. Here's
They're live in there.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
See, feet up on the table like an actual politician.
You see, I don't know what to think about it in a sense, because I'm pretty sure everybody that crossed that line out front is probably going to end up in jail. They're videotaping people. They were targeting people with paintballs, which I'm sure they were selecting as soon as they backed out of the crowd, picking up. So, I don't know. I mean, that's...
Calaveras 32 Special says, any gun channels people inside? I don't know. We don't know if E Honda 720 is there, if he's inside. I don't know if he got there. All I know is Rob has been showing us what's going on, and now we're looking at what roll call's doing.
This is District of Columbia Court of Appeals, 430 East Street, Northwest. Yeah, I think we might have pulled out. Yeah, before people got shot was probably a good time.
Yeah. Shit. Today. Rubber bullets, one thing.
No, you wouldn't like that either.
No, I'm sure I wouldn't like it because it's a real bullet.
Yeah.
This
So
is
you
supposed
happy?
to be a metaphorical war,
Took
not
you
a
out to
real
get
war.
gas?
Yeah, I had a great time. I'll do it again right now.
So, there we go. Roll call. Your microphone's off.
Oh, I just trying to.
Man, this is historical. I bet you all them people are going to prison right there.
Yeah.
You think Trump will pardon them?
No.
America's changing, people.
Now, the real question, guys, is do you think this is going to change anybody's mind about the election that's in the government now?
Nah, this isn't going to do anything. Oh, look at now they're going over to the window. Look at they're looking outside the Capitol now.
Oh, look at all the cops. Yeah, they're screwed. Oh, there's still people there protesting.
Yeah, there's still people outside where the cops are. On the other side of the cops, there's still people protesting outside. These are the people that couldn't get inside the Capitol.
Yeah, whose feet are you watching?
Gotten 2 alerts so far on my phone. One was a curfew, and
the other one was a severe threat alert.
Severe threat. So I've never seen that before, but they're putting a curfew down on DC right now too.
So this is Polyfrog 64's live stream.
crazy, man.
Wow.
Got these little mopeds everywhere. You can just slap your card and go. See a lady running lights that were on a closed street earlier, no helmet on. She almost fell off the damn thing. So I don't know if they got helmet laws here or not, but I was like, holy shit. Yeah, look at this girl. Yeah, people are
Ghost Shadow
going
says
all out
extremely
today.
stupid live, showing your face in the Capitol building. Yeah, that's extremely stupid. Why aren't they all wearing masks and social distancing?
Say hello
right?
to the martyrs.
Yeah, these are the martyrs here.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to literally like force us all to push in. I stepped aside from that, but we were actually getting shoved and forced forward. People are screaming and going nuts.
At Night Strike, I don't think Honda's there till the 20th. Okay, so Honda wasn't going to be. I thought he was going to be there on the 6th. If he's not going to be there till the 20th, then don't worry about it. So, but again, it's crazy.
Stupid ass Black Lives Matter stuff.
All right, we're gonna go back to Rob, see what Rob's doing.
This is like a movie, man.
Wow.
Dude, that's insane.
We got some comments
I
out there.
do not support this shit. Just letting it be known.
Yeah, Rob,
out here.
we got some comments out there saying it's okay. They're Black Lives Matter people. Yeah. So.
It ain't my cup of tea, that's for sure.
No,
I'm shocked it's still in one piece because people were. I'm
shocked
They're
people
screaming
are
in the
protesting.
bathroom. The hell is this? I don't know. Any of you car guys out here ever seen something like that? It's a Ford.
It's vintage.
That's sorry, but
That might be a kit car.
I've never seen that.
No, that might be a kit car.
Well, it's got a Bible on the seat.
Well, then it's not a bad car. So just.
I can't tell by the interior what it is, but that's different.
Yeah. Warsaw Patriot says those people who are inside the Capitol building right now are going to be on the FBI watch list.
Oh, yeah. There's probably more so because, like I said, they were videotaping everybody.
Come on, we got
Is that Baked Alaska stream?
Videotaping everybody.
I think that person on the scooter is the person that's going the fastest. It's like there's no traffic lights on there either.
Well, all these streets were blocked off. I'm kind of shocked, actually, there's people driving on them now, but just like barricade over there. There was police all over. I'm guessing they got retasked.
Right. But
out of here is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But for those listening and out there watching, what's going on right now? Rob is going back to his car because the meter is running. But people have stormed. A part of the protesters have broken off from the main protest, stormed the building, and gotten locked inside by law enforcement. And now there is protesters locked inside the Capitol building. There are the police outside creating a barrier, and then there's more protesters right behind the police. So, again, the Senate and I guess Congress have both evacuated the buildings. But yeah, that's the situation so far.
And I got gas on camera.
Yeah. What's up,
Me and my lady, sons of bitches.
At Night Strike, there's the state and federal police. Where's the National Guard? Hell, where's the Marine Corps? Well, unless the president calls them in to take care of it, they're not going to show up. They have to get mobilized. And DC, the DC mayor can mobilize the National Guard. So,
you know, all this comes on the heels of the results from the prosecutors from the Blake trial. Those officers were let off for shooting him. So not only do you have unrest here in Washington, D.C., you also have unrest in Kenosha now.
yeah, so if the Democrats won, all the protesting and all the burning and whatnot would go away, they said. Well, it's not gone away, and it's on. Look.
Right.
I'm sorry to curse there, guys. I apologize for cursing, but it's just, you know. DM Foss just said, Rob, you should have peacefully broken into that car and checked the registration. And I don't think you want to listen to Foss. But a lot of people out there on the YouTube side are saying that the vehicle, Rob, was a kit car because it looks like a 1950s style Ford.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, you know, the interior looked fairly modern, but I've never seen something like.
The Capitol Police just shot a woman in the Capitol.
Hold on, I had to restart the stream.
Unarmed. She was unarmed.
Okay, guys, I've restarted the stream, but the situation has gotten it has gone from bad to worse. What's the situation, roll call?
All right, hold on. Let me get it. So it looks like. Hold on. Let me come over here and show you. Hold on. All right, hold on. All right, let me show you. Right here. So they're telling people to back up. So the Capitol Police just shot a woman through the doors. They're trying to give her CPR right now. And they're trying to give her room. There she is right there laying on the ground. She looks pretty bad, man. She looks in bad shape. She's not moving.
All right.
So there's somebody there with an AR. Oh, she's pretty bad, man. I don't know.
Okay, we don't need to see the rest of it. Some of this is too graphic.
Oh, there's another shot. Oh, that's the same video. Sorry.
So, all right. I think that's.
It looks like the Capitol Police just shot into the Capitol. Yeah. These people are unarmed, by the way. They're unarmed.
Okay, we got some more comments out there. We've got Ghost Shadow saying, "I opened up 5 other videos at the same time. Now we're buffering." Well, no, we're getting buffering issues. I think we're being silenced by YouTube. Justin Grimm says, "At Night Strike sounds like the same thing may be happening in Georgia right now." Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Now they're saying it's the Secret Service.
Yeah. Gun Loving Grandpa says that Night Strike just seen on TV. They're sending in the National Guard. So the National Guard are being sent in.
I don't know about that, but
Tony Nagy is saying I'm watching from Canada. Wow. Wow.
Hold on.
Gorillas and Guns out there says, is it true that people have stormed the buildings? They have. They have stormed the Capitol building. Yes. So, yeah. Nighthawk Medic says there's no more fighting in her. I don't know. But there we go. That's what's going on right now. People have stormed the Capitol building. They're still protesting at the Capitol, but some have stormed the Capitol building and have been locked inside the Capitol building. The Senate and Congress have evacuated, and people have been shot and gassed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad in there. I had to cut off the stream because they're just replaying the video of her getting shot. So now they're trying to say they're so scrambled right now. I'm not going to say who shot people, but the only people that are there are the Secret Service and the Capitol Police. Nobody else, as far as I know, my knowledge is concerned, does not have a firearm or any kind of weapon. So it looks like they willy-nilly shot into the crowd and killed this lady on live streaming. So it's gotten pretty bad. I don't know if anybody else has gotten shot, but they just showed it on live video that lady lost her life.
All right. I didn't know if Squib was there. I don't know what's going on with the Squib, so let me get something real quick because we're watching this. I'm gonna keep streaming, and we'll see what's going on from here. So if there's any updates, please let us the updates so we can get it out there for everyone. Other than that, if you want to jump in, just shoot me an email. I'll send you a link. Other than that, that's what's going on. A woman was shot. These people that are inside the Capitol building and all these protesters are unarmed. They are unarmed. They do not have any weapons. And now the police are shooting them because they're being civilly disobedient.
That's my gauge on it. I did see that some police officers did go inside. I think they went to go get her and get her out of there, man. Look, you have to look at it this way. Civil disobedience is fine, and I don't care on either side who does it. But when people start being shot, now we don't know if they had a weapon or not, but it didn't look like anybody in that place. All they had were flags. I think it really renounces to ourselves that when you go to these protests, you go to these rallies, that you really, really need to watch yourself. I commend Rob for going. Thanks for that. But again, when you go into these places and you try to, voice your opinion, and you do it on this kind of scale and level, violence is imminent. You can't get around it. You just can't.
Midnight Rain says, "Hold on, we don't know. They're all unarmed." Night Strike.
Yeah, we do not know that.
We may not. We may not.
Yeah.
But from what we were seeing in those images, those people didn't have guns in their hands.
No, they didn't. And I think after she was shot, they kind of stormed the building, the Secret Service and the Capitol Police. But I don't know if they tried to, assault the police officer when he was coming through there. I don't know. It was so quick that was instantaneously somebody lost their life.
Yeah, apparently, Grill and Gun says Bald and Curious is there also. Well, if Bald and Curious could get his camera and jump in and jump in here, that'd be great. But if he's live, then okay. I mean, I don't talk to Bald and Curious, so I don't know. All right, we've got the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one who sometimes operates forklifts. We've got Squidload.
Hey, I just switched over from the YouTube feed. Did Outcast lose signal?
Outcast was going to take care of things and starting to get back on the road. So he did show the ridiculousness.
All right. So I got an update. So now the police are inside the Capitol trying to get the people out. No more gunfire has happened. I just looked on the screen at the feed, and they're trying to push the people out of the Capitol right now. They're just trying to get them out of the building. That's what they're doing.
All right.
So people, they closed the doors behind them and locked them in the building, is what I thought I heard somebody say earlier.
Yeah, they locked those that stormed into the Capitol building. The police locked them in.
Okay, if they do that, then it's very easy for them to just kind of contain them and then arrest all of them at their leisure. It's something to take note of if somebody gets the wild idea to do this in the future. I'm not saying that the citizens shouldn't have the right to take some sort of action depending on the situation, but just understand this. This will be a tactic now. They instead of having to look at video footage later and figure out who everybody is, they'll just lock them in the building and arrest them at their leisure.
Exactly. No, I'm not arguing with you at all on this. I mean, everyone that went and stormed the building, stormed the building, and ignore the cops, they're going to get arrested at best, and at worst, they're going to get shot like that one lady.
Well, the thing is, the citizens in certain circumstances are justified in taking drastic actions, but it's just like when is that warranted? That's the real argument. It's like this is something we rarely or never do in the history of our country. So if it happens, we better dig the reason.
Okay, Squib, you're breaking up a little. I don't know what's going on. So,
all right. So now
what
there
I
is
said was that situations.
All right. So now there is a heavy presence of police in the Capitol, getting the people out. I don't know if they're being arrested, but they're really pushing them towards the exits to get out of the Capitol. There is a heavy police presence now.
All right. Well, I heard the National Guard is on its way as well now. So the situation in the Capitol is, I'm going to use the word volatile.
So here's the thing. There is a rap whatever sort in front of the nation's capital or a state capital. They're going to be analyzing this. Law enforcement, security, they're going to be analyzing this. So because of this, that means that it's easy to just storm the Capitol building or a state Capitol building. I think it'll be more difficult after today. Not that I'm encouraging that. What I was saying before I started roboting was that events like this have rarely happened in our history, and there needs to be some real justification for it, before somebody makes that decision to take such a drastic measure. I'm not saying that there's never a reason for it, but it's very important for us, our side, to make sure we're justified before we take these actions, because otherwise it can backfire and it can make us look worse and it's back further.
You're roboting again, Squib. Your phone connection might not be the best right now. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. There needs to be a line drawn in the sand. But it also goes to the point: when do the people decide that enough is enough? Okay, we also need to look at that as well. So, I guess for this group of people, they've decided that enough was enough. And
all right. So I did some digging Night Strike, and with my people that are doing the analytics here, we have a link of when the girl got shot. If you want that link, I can send it to you via email, and we can watch the video if you want to.
I don't know. I think it'd be too graphic. I don't want to have that kind of stuff. I let it slide with the live feed, but I don't really want that kind of stuff on my YouTube channel because I don't want to glorify death. I don't want to. I don't want to see people get hurt, and I don't want to be known for that. So if anybody wants the link, just message or email roll call for that link on that video. But I don't want it. I don't want to post it everywhere because, again, I'm not trying to revel in any of this. I'm just trying to let everyone know what the hell is happening.
So this sort of thing could embolden some people that maybe didn't have the courage to stand up in the past, but it could also embolden some people to make some really irresponsible choices. I understand that when we're frustrated and our government refuses to listen to our grievances, that it's the framework for possibly more drastic action. Not necessarily the justification, but the framework for it. However, storming the Capitol building just set at least the conservatives back a little bit. I understand if you don't do anything, they're never going to take you seriously, or you're never going to get anywhere. On the other hand, if you do something and it's unsuccessful, or it has negative results or something like that, you just made it worse on yourself. So what do you do?
And I agree with Squib on that. I think this is going to really change the way we do gun rallies, any type of rally that has to include a government installation. I think this is going to be really, really bad, man. And it's gonna really deter from us getting our point across by sitting on the steps of any capital around this great country. This is really going to change the dynamic of rallies in the future. Again, this is the consequence of actions. In life, we have consequences and we have rewards of what we do with our actions in the community and in the country ourselves. So seeing this is to some people is patriotic. I don't quite see it that way. I think they had a great stand right there at the Capitol. Going inside like they did is dangerous. And if you don't think it was dangerous, we just saw why that's dangerous.
Hey, roll call in the side chat. Gorillas and Guns wants you to send him a link to the a link of that video you were talking about.
All right, let me get stuff started here, and then I'll put a link out there. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was going to say, with what roll call is talking about, all right, all of us have gone to these rallies. You're on the Capitol grounds. Maybe you're on the steps. Maybe you're even in the building, depending on what state you're in. And the state police are there, the local police are there, and there's never a problem. We always, or almost always, outnumber the police, and we definitely have more firepower than them. And we never do anything violent. If anything, all I've seen is our side thanking them for being there, because they're there to protect us as well. And because of what happened today, let's say now more states start passing laws to say you can't open carry on the Capitol courtyard, or downtown in the capital city, or you can't stand on the steps with your rifle, or you can't go into the Capitol building armed, or something like that. In the places, in all of those places that will allow that right now. Or they say, no, you can still do that, but instead of us having the police department and the state police there, we're going to have the National Guard across from you. You know what I mean? Now, fortunately and unfortunately, you can't carry guns in Washington, D.C. That's a load of crap, and we all know it. But fortunately, nobody did have a gun on our side, because that would be their grounds for passing gun control. I'm just saying that every now and then, these politicians start thinking outside of the box, or start escalating stuff that's not happened before, and they might say, "Oh crap, here they come with their Trump flags and their guns. We better change the rules at the Capitol." So we could, proverbially shoot ourselves in the foot by some of this behavior, and we lose more of an ability to make a presence known that we're law-abiding and peaceful, and that we want to resolve this without any violence.
All right, so I have another update. So right now, they have locked down Washington, D.C., and now in the area of the Capitol and the White House and all that, they're using signal jamming. So now you're not allowed to use your cell phone. All cell phones are being jammed.
Okay, now see, jamming cell phones, that says they've got something to hide. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or some sort of anarchist or anything like that. But If they're going to say they're going to jam cell phones for what? So that people can't organize or this, that, and the other? No, what they're saying is they're censoring our ability to report what the news is not going to. The news is going to turn this into a bunch of radical white supremacist right-wingers that decided to have a coup. That's what they're going to paint this as. And unless you've got people out there that can have more of an honest, point of view, or say, look, I'm not going to report this, that, or the other, but watch the video for yourself. We're not, by jamming, that's a bad choice for our government to do.
Nighthawk Medic says using electronic warfare against Americans is a sign that they intend to use greater force against us. Well, I hate to say this, and Squib, I'm not calling for any sort of violence, but I hate to say this, Squib, but we are at a turning point. What kind of turning point? I have no idea, but it is a turning point.
So right now, I think they've gotten everybody. You can't really see it. I should go back in the house with the glare. But I think they have pushed everybody out of the Capitol at this point. Now, I'm not for sure. It is total chaos inside the Capitol and outside the Capitol right now. Total, utter chaos. I think they got that girl that was shot. I think they got her out of there, and now they've pushed everybody out of the Capitol.
Yeah, Midnight Range is asking what flavor jam are they using?
Raspberry. Remember
Raspberry.
Spaceballs?
Raspberry. Definitely raspberry.
Yeah, Strike, this could be a turning point. This could be the beginning of the end or the beginning of the beginning, or it could just be something that gets buried and forgotten. It's really hard to say. I mean, we're not going to know for days or weeks what really happened, right? You know that the fake news is going to be out there putting their spin on it. The politicians are going to be using this as an excuse, and there's going to be plenty of people on social media spreading lies and rumors, and they're not any better than the fake mainstream media.
It may exactly be like Las Vegas. We may never know what happened. Right.
And that drives people nuts, but sometimes that's what happens. But I don't know. I mean, I think that I think there's a lot of people on both sides who have a lot to gain by what was that whole "don't let a good tragedy go to waste," right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And for people out in the chat, just remember that in the Georgia runoffs, the Republican did lose. It is too close to call for the second seat that was on the runoff, but the first seat is already being claimed by the Democrats.
And the problem is, last night before I went to bed, the Republican was winning by at least 5 or 6 points. And now I wake up this morning and, at 3 a.m. or something, the polls just went straight up for the Democrat over the Republican like it did with Biden.
So does that make you think that between, that runoff and then the election in November, that they're trying to send a signal, don't bother voting?
Don't bother voting because the Democrats will just cheat and win anyways.
I think Ted Cruz has set himself up to be the front runner in 2024, but Mike Pence did himself in.
Mike Pence is over. His career is over. He might as well retire at this point.
But I also think Trump used Pence and the people that busted into Congress, or he will use the people that busted into Congress as a scapegoat. It's just my opinion.
Probably. So. Them's the breaks.
You got to wonder, is this what our parents thought in the 60s when they were watching all the protests and all the race riots and, the people burning their draft cards and all the other crazy shit that was going on, Kent State and stuff like that? Is this what they felt like?
I don't know. My dad missed Nam by a year. He was too young. You know, my father literally missed the draft because he was too young, and I told him he could have just lied about his age and gone into the war, and he's like, yeah, but I'd rather do things by the law instead of break the law by lying. And yes, I know that sounds like a cop out, but again, my grandfather was in the Korean War. He wasn't that happy about the Vietnam War, so.
Well, I'm just saying things have happened in the past. Things have happened. I mean, look at the mid 19th century. John Brown and Harper's Ferry, and all of the protests and political stuff that happened in the 1840s, 1850s. And that festered and stuff like that. I mean, stuff has happened before. And look at the division in the country prior to World War II. We had the people that want us to be isolationists and the people that didn't. And then, Pearl Harbor gets hit and
then everybody wants blood.
Yeah. Or 9/11, we really weren't divided, but we were pretty united afterward.
Right.
It's kind of interesting how these events can either divide us deeply or unite us really strongly.
Okay, we got news from Gun Loving Grandpa. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam has sent 200 state troopers to the Capitol.
More or less, he sent them across the street.
Yeah, more or less. Because at one point, I lived in Virginia, just across the street from the Capitol. Yeah. It's when I was a young tyke.
I got another update.
Okay.
These are coming in fast and furious. The National Guard is now on the ground. The National Guard is now there.
All right, National Guard boots are on the ground in Washington D.C. at the Capitol building. So, it might be the beginning of the end for the folks locked inside. Either they'll hold them at gunpoint and tell them to leave and come with them, and they'll arrest them, or they'll shoot them.
The people that were in the Capitol are now out of the Capitol. I believe they got everybody out. Now they have all the police standing on the steps of the Capitol. It's a really eerie scene.
What about the people inside the building? The people that have rushed in?
I believe they're all out. I believe they got them all out of the building.
They're all out of the building now. Okay.
Yeah, and now all the police and National Guard are on the steps of the Capitol.
Yep. Oh boy. Well, that's the situation. It's going to be interesting the next couple of days hearing what's going on from this.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to really work hard to kind of weed through the people that say they were there and never were, like that hog kid, except they'll say they were pro-Trump, and they were never there. I think we're also going to have to weed through some of the video footage where you got it from 3 different angles, and from one angle it looks like one thing, and from 2 other angles it looks like something else. And we're going to have to weed through all the headline skimming, which sometimes, you don't have time. That's what you do. And, later on you find out that what the headline said and what actually happened are 2 different things. I think we're going to have to take some time and try to be smart about this. And it'll be interesting to see what Trump says. My prediction is he's going to say, well, I could have won, but you people ruined it for me. And then he'll burn his last bridge.
I expect him to just burn the last bridge because, again, they're going to go back. Eventually, they were in the debates on the Electoral College. They're going to go back and they're going to finish their debates, and then they're going to just let it happen and let the takeover go. Let the Democrats have this one instead of doing a commission like before this all happened. Like Cruz was saying, they need to do an election commission.
I thought what Cruz proposed was a good idea.
It was.
And I was reading comments on the NTD feed, and lots of people are saying this. If they've got nothing to hide, why not agree to the audit? And you got to think about it. If you wanted to put thumb it in the face of every American and go, told you we didn't cheat, allow the audit to happen, prove you didn't cheat, and now you've got so much backing you up, nobody who opposes you has anything to stand on. But they don't look at it like that because they know they cheated. They're basically admitting that they cheated by keep trying to divert things, deflect things, to misrepresent things, to misquote the law, to misquote history, to threaten and intimidate people, to do a lot of things. And it's really disappointing how many people supposedly were conservative that were in a position of authority, whether they were a governor, a senator, a representative, or a judge, who just turned their back on their constituents and said, nope, I'm not going to risk my life or my reputation or my job by doing what I was elected to do. When I heard that Democrat from Minnesota start quoting was it Minnesota? Yeah, I think so. Minnesota quoting the Constitution, their oath that they take, I think it was. And I'm getting sick because it's
they never
hypocrisy.
follow their oath.
Yeah, I know. It's hypocrisy coming out of their mouth. And when the Republican representative or senator from Pennsylvania started running his mouth, you could tell this guy was a traitor. He was a rhino. And it's like, look, we elected you to do this. Do what we elected you to do. And if that's the end of your political career, so be it. If you can't handle that, don't run for office.
All right. So they had pushed the people out of the Capitol building right now. They are back at that door that they pushed their way through. So they're back at that door.
All right, guys. I'm going to bow out now. I got to go to work. Got to go pay the bills. So thanks for the link, Night Strike. And hopefully you guys are able to bring some good information out there.
All right, well, we've been trying. We had Rob live on the scene. So that helped.
Well, he's being jammed right now.
He's being jammed now. So they gave him the raspberry.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see you later, Squib.
Later.
So that's what's going on right now. If you're asking, am I getting any work done? Maybe a little bit. But for now, this is what we're covering. This is what we're talking about. It's an interesting situation. Again, if anybody's out there, at the Capitol wants to jump in and give their take, please do so. If anybody has any new information, let us know. Yeah. No. Nighthawk Medic says failure to have a fair election and enforce it. It was our failure, not the politicians. Yes, it's exactly Lone Star, Raspberry Jam. That's what they're using right now. They're using Raspberry Jam to jam people. So. Warsaw Patriot says term limits. Vote for me, hands down. I don't know if we would want to vote for Warsaw. I mean, I could vote for Zeke. I could even vote for Gorillas and Guns. I honestly, Warsaw, we should vote for Pale Horse first, because we need the old man to get off my lawn. Vote first, and then you. You could be the hip new up and coming after Pale Horse. So, for those that watch Zeke Shoots, they'll know what I'm talking about. After Hit or Miss last night, for a little while, I jumped in on Zeke Shoots and hung out with Zeke and everyone, and we went through a lot of topics solving the world's problems.
So they're still at that door. They're chanting, the steel is real. So I don't think it's going to dwindle anytime soon. But, yeah.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Oh, okay. Warsaw say he is not running. He is just voting for the term limit. Yes, Armament Axis, get off my lawn. Get off my lawn with a 1911 and an M1 Garand. Grills and Guns says, you think a fat gorilla with a big beard could be POTUS? Honestly, you have just as much a chance as I do. And I have family that actually were elected president. So. Granted, yes, that was in the 1800s, but still, you know, how many other people can say they're related to a president, right? So, anyways, but yeah, it's definitely not looking good. So. So, all right. Is there any additional news? Roll call. Do you know?
Hold on, I'm trying to get the link to that video out to some people. Hold on, let me take a look at that live feed real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send a couple more emails out. Gorilla and Guns, check your email in like a minute. There we go. So, Warsaw Patriot says, Night Strike, if Pelosi was still in the Capitol, they would have torn her to shreds. Yes, they would have. Justin Grimm says he's related to Grant. Awesome. I'm not related to Grant, unfortunately. I'm related to probably one of the guys that followed Grant at one point. So check your email, Gorilla, if you want to. You can. You don't have to. You're not obligated.
Right. So
Tony Nagy says he's related to Attila the Hun down the road somewhere, Hungarian. Well, it takes all kinds.
So they're just still outside that door chanting. I sent some links out to some people. If you want the link, I can send it to whoever needs the link if they want to look at that, what transpired inside the Capitol.
No, reverse nerd. It's more like they went for it was they were voting. They were for Trump, and then they got pissed off and stormed the building. As far as I know, I don't know if the people that stormed the building were actual Trump supporters or if they are part of some other group. We have no idea. We don't know. We may never know. All we know is there are people that had stormed the building, and one of them had gotten shot, and now they have been escorted out of the building. Right, roll call?
That's correct. Now they're reporting some people in the crowds have tasers and knives.
Well, when you can't bring guns, what do you bring? Right, roll call?
I mean, you're going to have something to defend yourself. They're still over there yelling and chanting, doing their thing. Now that they've made a line to possibly go back into the doors, but I highly doubt it. And this is the same door that they stormed it in the first place. This is the same door. So though I think when they pushed those people out of the Capitol, and then when they closed the doors, the people went back to those doors. So they're still in front of those doors where they initially went in. And they got the bullhorns out again.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Gorillas and Guns says he's not going to be able to jump in. He's at work. But after 5, he could. Well, I don't know if we're going to be beyond that long. I mean, not that roll call has anything to do today, but I don't know. Roll call. I hate to say this, but I don't think we need to do a rants and raves tonight because I think these guys not only have they become the moron of the week, but I believe they're probably also the rant and ravers of the week too.
They have put up a good showing to win that to win those titles today.
They've taken the title of rants and raves away from us because they ranted and raved all the way into the Capitol building. What can you say about that?
I know. They even went into rooms and sat at desks
and messed with the phones too. Did you see that one lady who was screwing around with the VoIP phone?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that's great. That was great.
If they haven't heard these people's voices now, I don't know what's gonna go on with these politicians. Check out this feed real quick.
Oh no. Apparently 12 minutes ago, this is 12 minutes ago, explosives were found at the RNC national headquarters. Explosive device found at the Republican National Committee and detonated safely. DNC evacuated as a precaution. So apparently there were explosives at the RNC building.
That is crazy.
So maybe this is looking more like it was the other side that did this.
I'm not sure. I'm looking at this live feed now. If people are looking for live feeds that they want to watch, since it's so hard to do it on what we're doing, you have one from Polyfrog64. You have another one from Portland Andy. You have another one from Smoke and Scan. These are actual live feeds where nobody's talking. These are live feeds that are taken from people that are actually in these crowds on the Capitol grounds.
Ozzy Osbourne is also saying that he's watching Liberty Doll, I guess. Apparently she's live too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going live for this, so it's probably not going to be that hard not to find this if you want to just watch a straight live stream of it. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are doing this.
So Trump supporters would put explosives in the RNC. That sounds fishy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can vet this information. It's just something that's stated. I don't know if it's real or not, so take that with a grain of salt. But we're trying to get what information we can to people. So for those that are just jumping in and just finding out, the Trump protest moved from where they had Trump speak, and after he left, they moved closer to the Capitol building. And a group had broken off from the protesters and stormed the Capitol building. One lady was shot. The Senate and the House evacuated, and they called for more police. Virginia sent 200 more state troopers. All the DC police showed up. Pelosi called for the state guard to come in. The state guard is there. They're jamming signals so that the people can't live stream, and the people have since been locked in there, and they have been escorted out of the building. I don't know if those people are being detained or if they're being let go. I would say they're probably being arrested, as far as we know.
Yeah, I can't confirm what happened to those people. All I saw, because at that point when they were kind of rounding them all up that were in the Capitol itself, that's when they shut down all kinds of cell phone feeds and stuff. Cell phone feeds are coming back online from what I'm looking. To me, it looks like they got everybody out of the Capitol. Everybody's kind of drifting away. The crowd's kind of breaking down a little bit. Maybe it's coming to an end for the most part. Really going to have to keep an eye on the situation at nightfall. That's when a lot of bad things happen, and I don't think these people are going anywhere. I think This is the first step of the rowdiness, and then when the sun goes down.
Right. I don't know. Maybe instead of ranting and raving time, maybe we should continue to cover this. I don't know.
I would keep an eye on it because now that you have what happened in Kenosha come out yesterday, now you have what came out today, and usually this stuff doesn't stop. This will go on for a day or two, so we'll really have to monitor that situation. And this is something everybody needs to talk about, especially as we're gun rights advocates. We rally. We try and put groups together to fight for our gun rights. I think this is going to change the dynamics of rallies going forward after what these people did. And is it going to be unfortunate? It might be unfortunate, but again, you're going to have to look at the runoff in Georgia, because now if President Biden is now addressing the nation on what's happening.
Well, President-elect Biden, he's not sworn in until the 20th, right?
Yeah. That Uncle Sniffy is talking to the nation right now.
Uncle Sniffy Feely Touchy. So.
Yes.
So he's addressing the nation. If you want to go watch that shit show, go for it. Anyways, we got a couple comments out there, so we'll get through them. Deadeye Meg says at Night Strike. So wait, they ban guns in DC, and people get creative and bring improvised explosives. People call me crazy for saying that's the natural order of events. Yeah, really. No, I wouldn't say you're crazy at all, Deadeye Meg. Armament Axis says, I wonder how many Antifa people infiltrated your protests. Good question. Good question. Justin Grimm says, at Night Strike, New York Times is reporting about the RNC explosive. So, okay. All right. And yes, Armament, Pence has hung himself politically. He's not going to get reelected or elected ever again. I believe he did this just so he could retire. Yeah, Midnight Rain says, Biden, come on, man, quit wrecking the shit. Yeah, that's probably what you'd say.
So I'm listening to Biden. He's calling for an end of the protests. He's telling people to go home. Again, he's blaming it on Donald Trump. So he's going through almost like the same spiel he always does about stoking the flames of racism and division in the country. It's pretty much the same banter that we've heard every time Joe Biden gets in front of a TV monitor that's telling him what to say.
So it's the same animatronic recorded message.
It's almost like what he said at his acceptance speech, basically.
So it's sounding exactly like, it did when he went to Disneyland.
Yes, it sounds like a recording over and over again.
Which, remember, kids, if the media and the Democrats keep saying the same thing over and over again, they start getting people to believe that. Because that, my friends, is what's called propaganda. Tony Nagy is saying, with all this mayhem, will all this mayhem make it more possible for Nancy to be president? No. No one wants Nancy Pelosi as president. No one. Defense Dad says, if this was Antifa protesting Trump, then Biden would be singing their praises. Not necessarily. So, but I think we're at a good stopping point. Roll call.
I agree. I think it's gonna wind down right now for the most part. I'm actually gonna run into town and get a little bit of bare essentials just in case. I mean, I'm 60 miles from Chicago. I don't want anything that happens there to kind of spill over here and be unprepared.
Yeah, I'm fine where I'm at. if anything, I might just go get some more gas, maybe something to eat.
I highly suggest if you're sitting on an eighth of a tank or a half a tank to hurry up and go get gas and put it in your car just for a precaution. I'm not saying anything else wild is going to happen, but it's better to have gas in your vehicle, especially if you live around the DC area in these volatile areas like Portland and Washington and things like that. Nightfall is going to be coming real soon. So if you live in these areas, just be prepared, be careful. I highly encourage people, if there's protests in your area, to just not go to it. Honestly, I don't see this ending well as seeing what happened just an hour ago. So if you're in these areas, I highly encourage you to stay indoors, man. It's not worth it.
Okay, Andrew Faulkner says, per Newsmax, 1 shot in the neck and 1 shot in the chest. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's not good. Gripple Gunsmith 1 says, where was Biden's concern about Portland and all the other riots? Well, there was no concern. He didn't care. He was driving around in his vintage car, hanging out with his dog, breaking his foot. Aaron Next says Biden can't take the blame that they stole this election is the reason for this. Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna run this one to a close. I'm gonna go get some gas. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm gonna, probably get some propane. Might need some more propane. Again, if you need some essentials like toilet paper, paper towels, paper napkins, if you need anything, you should probably go get some. If you need any essentials right now, probably now is the best time to get it before everything goes out. Some cowboy out there says, but when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariable the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. Yes, but Slim, I would argue those who would trade freedom for security deserve neither freedom nor security. So guys, we're going to end this one. We're getting out of here. I'm going to take care of stuff. Roko's going to go take care of stuff. But thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for joining the conversation. Thank you for going along with what we've been reporting. And we will see you guys probably later this evening on Rants and Raves. It may not be the normal Rants and Raves for me and Rokal Rant. It may just be us discussing, more about what's going on right now. Things might get worse.
One more breaking news.
I guess.
Where's this one at?
No, they just said Kansas City got taken over as well as U.S. City. Capital.
The Kansas City, Missouri capital has now been kind of encroached. This is an all moving situation. Again, I can't stress you enough. If you don't have to be out, don't be out. If you live in the Kansas City place, I highly encourage you to stay away from their state capital.
Yeah. Be careful out there. Everyone, again, stay safe. Keep your nose clean. Don't do anything that would get you hurt, because we want to see you again here the next time we go live. So everyone stay safe. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Again, shall not be infringed, as I always say. And roll call, what's your tagline?
Hashtag Jimenez too.
No, your other tagline.
We will catch you guys on the next one tonight.
There we go. So with that, we will see you guys later. Thank you all for hanging out, participating, and helping the stream. We'll see you guys.